Hello everybody, I'm Mike with Omega Survival, and I'm going to be doing a first field test review video of the Bark River Mini Bushcrafter. And I really got to say, this is one of the coolest EDC fixed blades I've ever seen or used. I've been using it for a while now, and I've carried it with me just about every day. And to start off, I really like the sheath that this comes in. I really like this style of leather sheath. It's in there really tight, and it's got a very heavy-duty stitching, and it's got a nice belt loop on the back, and it's got 4 eyelet rivets so you can lash it to something if you needed to. This one's made out of CPM 3V steel, and it's got the Midnight Tiger handles, G10. The overall length of this is 6 inches. The blade length is 2.7 inches. The blade thickness is 0.085, and it weighs 1.63 ounces. And with the size and weight of this, you don't even feel it on you when you have it on you. And it outperforms most folders that I've ever used. It doesn't have any jimping, but you don't really need it because it's such a small knife that what you're going to do with this, you don't really have to apply a lot of pressure for. It's full tang, and it can razor sharp, and I'm going to do a little bit of work with it. Just some fine work to show everybody how well it does. This knife isn't really made for batoning or chopping, obviously. This one's just made for really small tasks. Cutting rope at a campsite, prepping food. It's a great EDC knife. Very sharp. This would be good for carving a wooden spoon, or all the fun bushcrafting stuff that people like to do. It makes a great carving knife. It just goes and goes. It's very, very sharp. I got a great grip on this knife. It's completely solid in my hand. You can see it works really well for feather sticking. I've been carrying this knife for a few weeks, and I've done everything from open boxes to cut rope and, you know, things you do on a normal basis. And I think that's what this knife is more or less designed to do. At a campsite or anywhere for that matter. It is a bushcrafter, but it's such a great small knife, and it's such a solid fixed blade that you could use it for anything you'd normally use a folder for, and it's not that much bigger. You don't even notice it on you when you're wearing it, and it's just great. It cuts anything. It holds a great edge. Anything you need to do on a daily basis that you would normally use a folder for, this does. Actually a little better, because all you got to do is pull it out. You don't got to spend no time opening it up. And it just carves and carves and carves. I'm gonna carve a wooden spoon out with this in the summertime when I get to my campsite. It's going so smoothly through this bark, it's like skinning a potato. It doesn't take much more force to strip this than when I'm peeling a potato with a peeler at home. That's how sharp that is. I'm not going to baton this knife into anything right now because it's not really made for that. It's just a little too small. I mean, if you had something ridiculously small that you were just playing with for kindling, it could probably work decently because it's a fixed blade, but it's not really meant for that. You want to go easy with these and use it more what it's meant for, which is slicing and carving. And it does that really well. I give the overall feel of this knife probably 9.5 out of 10. I give it a 10 in style. I think it's a really nice looking knife. I give it a 10 out of 10 with the sharpness. I give it a 10 out of 10 with the material. It's got the G10 scales and a CPM 3V steel, and together they make almost indestructible knives. I can't really say enough good things about this. I've been using it for a few weeks now, every day, and as you can see, you don't even notice this knife on you. It's so light, and I'd recommend anyone get one of these just to keep in their pack or keep on them every day as an alternative to a fixed blade. I'm Mike with Omega Survival, and this was my first field test with the Bark River Mini Bushcrafter. And when the weather's good and I'm camping again and out in the woods more often. I'm going to do more testing with this knife, and you'll see it in more videos to come. So please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Mike with Omega Survival, and thank you for watching.